Good morning to you, betting nation. So the screen here, let's just get straight into the later back. This probably doesn't make much sense right now. So what I've done here is I've gone to the pace page. I will go through that in a minute. Right, so we've gone to the average decrease here. We've said search for horses that are not decreased by 30% or more. So basically show me horses that are decreased less than 30%. Filtered it, and there we go. We've sorted by Betfair current price. And here we go. We found a horse called Storm Over. It was a 2-to-1 favourite in the Racing Post, but it steadily drifted overnight to 5.1. That's not the reason why I've done it. God, this sounds exactly like the podcast. And here, what we've done, we can see here the slowly into stride, held up 17, only went down to 12s, held up, soon pushed along, 8.68 down to 8, 7.13. That's the only concern there, because it only went up as 8s. But I believe that this horse is... It's basically one of these horses that just takes its time to get into full gear. And when a horse takes its time to after being pushed along, then the price will increase. So I'll show you exactly how I believe this horse is going to play it out. Let's have a look, see if I can... Boom. Right, so it is install 3 there. Slowly away, nothing major, but that will obviously still affect the Betfair price. It's only a 5 furlong race, so we'll watch it. The Betway conditions stake. What I'm looking for here is the horse gets pushed along and doesn't really find much. Takes a long time to get in full stride. Don't forget this horse finished second. And it just takes its time to get into full top gear. If that makes any sense. So still travelling okay there. They're all travelling okay there. There's not really any problems from any of your horses. Just starts to be pushed along there, but so does most of them anyway. So that's nothing. There we go. As soon as it starts bumping along, there we go. Look, whip, bang, not moving. If you see, it's not. If you see there, it's not actually going past anything. It's not actually going faster than anything else. In fact, you would possibly say that these horses are actually just getting away from him very, very slightly. Only very, very slightly, like literally very slightly. But it's not doing anything fast. Look, not doing anything fast at all. That one's definitely been going faster. And then the stamina kicks in here. And there he goes, just gets it on the line, But it just takes its time to get into top gear. So that's the reason why we're going there for a later back. However, I've also gone to the pace page and I want to show you the pace angle. So as we can see here, 6:30 race. And by the way, you can do loads of cool things with a pace page. You can search for different paces there. But if you want to just see the race, you can see the race. So what we've done here is I have organised it by pace. So we can organise it by 0 first or top one. So we expect this one to lead. Walk on Water. It's got a score of 13 in the last 3 runs. So the reason why it's scored a 13, made most. When it makes all, it gets a 5. Here, Prominent, so it scored a 3. Then it's made all, so it scored a 5. So in the last 3 runs, it scored 13 points. And then look at our little bad boy over here, Storm Over. So there's plenty of other pace in the race as well. Here, scored 0, obviously slowly away. Held up, soon pushed along. In Touch, Ridden, so scored a 2. So it's only scored a 2 in the last 3 runnings. So that tells me that basically I see this Walk on Water will probably be leading. I'm not 100% certain because I haven't done too much research on Walk on Water. I'm just going on the data of historical data. So Walk on Water will probably lead. And then what will happen is Storm Over will start slowly-ish and to be towards the rear of the field, and this will be travelling well on the home turn and just slow. It will start to make progress, get ridden along, and because there'll be a number of horses in front of him at the time, him, she, her, then the price will go up, and what will happen is Storm Over will stay on, but it doesn't matter if it wins or not because we'll already be out of our trade anyway because by that time, because it'll be pushed along around about 2.5 furlongs out, and that's the way I see it, and we'll be out of our trade around about 2 furlongs from home, or maybe a furlong and a half from home. Simple as that. Win, wham, bam, bam, winner, winner, chicken dinner. The problem is my 4-year-old, has started saying winner, winner, chicken dinner. Daddy, look, I won on this game. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I'm like, oh no, he's going to be a right gambler, just like his bloody dad. All right, Betting Nation, have a wonder. Oh, by the way, I was talking to my dad. I don't know if it's interesting you or not, but I was talking to my dad. And it's really interesting because on Motivational Monday, I've done a podcast about you've got to break the chain. And my granddad was a gambler, but my dad's not a gambler. But my granddad's dad, get this, my granddad's dad actually lost his business because of gambling, because he had a gambling problem. So my great granddad was a gambler. My granddad was a gambler. My dad saw what happened to them and wasn't a gambler, so it missed a generation. But then somehow my dad hated gambling, hated it, obviously. And then somehow it's missed a generation and it's come to me. So my dad broke the chain and I've rejoined the chain back to gambling. And now my kids are going to be gamblers. It's something that I might have to look at. All right, Betting Nation, have a wonderful, wonderful day. I've got a meeting at 9 o'clock, so I'm going to have to Scooby-Dooby-Doo. I don't know what that means.